Hello and welcome to 3 Minute Game Pass. I'm Nathan and I'm going to tell you this Game Pass game is worth your time and bandwidth. Today's game is the Procession to Calvary. Art. Can video games become art? Maybe. But can art become video games? Yes, at least in this game it can. Finally, the video game adaptation of Peter Bruegel's The Procession to Calvary, the famous art piece, is here. Art. The Procession to Calvary is a game that is on Xbox and PC. It features crossplay, which means it saves across both and all that good stuff. It doesn't feature any upgrades like for X or S or whatever, but it is about only 2 to 4 hours long to get every single ending. So what exactly is the Procession to Calvary? And I won't mention how many times I said the Procession to Cavalry on this review and had to edit it out, except I just mentioned it. But anyway, this game is a comedy adventure game that feels a bit like Monty Python meets Monkey Island. You play as an unnamed main character, though her art is taken from Rembrandt's Bellona, who's a Roman war goddess, and you are annoyed that the holy war between North and South is over, which means you have to stop killing. So you embark on a quest to kill Heavenly Peter, the leader of the South who survived, as one final old-fashioned murder. As you can see from the visuals, this game's gimmick is that it uses cutouts from a wide array of Renaissance art as its visual style, both in the foreground and the background, and is animated in a South Park / Monty Python-esque fashion. Although almost none of the art really has a lot of relevance to its actual source material, that kind of makes the joke even funnier, and when it does actually reference back to its source material, it's always for a good laugh. Aside from that, you'll be doing basic point-and-click adventure game stuff, like gathering items and trying to figure out where to use them, interacting and talking with people, moving around the areas, and so on. Or you can just kill everyone in your way. That is, in fact, an option. So what do I like about the Procession to Calvary? Well, it has a great sense of humor that riffs on the art it's using, and is both clever and, frankly, really stupid. I'm not going to say this type of humor works for everybody, and not all the jokes land, but it does a pretty good job throughout at being continuously entertaining. It does a pretty good job at guiding you through most of the puzzles, which minimize frustration. That's kind of Adventure Game's big problem, is the puzzles end up being overly complicated. And I also thought that you could do a genocide run, essentially, is really entertaining, with the game changing based on how murder-centric you are, and up to changing the entire latter half of the game and the ending. You could skip most of this game through murder, just like real life. When it comes to the bad, the controls don't work really well on a controller. I mean, it goes without saying, I think, because it is a point-and-click adventure game, but they can be frustrating at times. I feel like this game would play a lot better if I'd played through it on the computer. And while 80% of the puzzles are good, the ones that aren't good are really frustrating. There are a few where I got stuck for longer than I care to admit, and I feel like they really stand out because a lot of the other ones are really well signposted in what you need to do. And lastly, this game is really short. I usually don't complain, I like short games, but this game is really, really short. Like 1 hour to 2 hours to beat it on your first try, solving every puzzle, and then, you have to play it again to maybe to get the alternate endings. But still, I am surprised at how short this game was. Says you don't rate games here on a 3-point scale, must play, maybe consider, don't bother. This is definitely a maybe consider, but I also think it's a hidden gem. The Procession to Calvary's gimmick is clever, and thankfully as an equally solid, if very short game to back it up. While its humor might not land with everybody, and adventure games are kind of hit or miss, even if you like them, I do feel like as an adventure game goes, it's fun throughout, and the lampooning of Renaissance art and ideas certainly makes the experience a memorable one. If you enjoy adventure games and have a few hours to burn, I think you'll enjoy this brief artistic experience. Also, this finally confirms that games are art now, so I'm glad we can put that to rest. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and go out there and enjoy a Procession to Cavalry. Wait, no, Calvary. Damn it.